You thought it would be a straight line. Start a PhD on one side, PhD degree on the other, do the work, defend the thesis, become the person everyone expected. But the real journey does not move like that. It bends, it loops, it collapses, it restarts. It drags you through versions of yourself you did not know were waiting. You stare at unread papers until the words stop meaning anything. You rewrite the same paragraph and somehow make it worse. You debug code at night because stopping feels like surrender. You sit in meetings, nodding while something inside you is quietly falling apart. You started a PhD to prove what you could achieve, but the journey begins exposing who you are when achievement is no longer enough to protect you. At first, it attacks your identity. Maybe you were the good student, the fast learner, the one people called intelligent before you knew what that word would cost. Then the PhD puts you in front of a problem with no clear answer. Suddenly, being smart does not save you from confusion. Impostor syndrome whispers, maybe they were wrong about you. Maybe everyone else belongs here more naturally. Maybe your confusion is proof. That is cognitive dissonance, the clash between who you believed you were and what you are experiencing. You thought capable people knew what to do, but now you are capable and lost. The PhD does not only ask, can you think? It asks, can you still think when thinking no longer makes you feel powerful? Then the path changes shape. You realize you are not becoming one person. You are becoming many. A researcher when nobody gives clean answers, a programmer when the model breaks, a data analyst when results make no sense, a communicator when complexity must become simple, a presenter when fear has to become language, a teacher when knowledge has to leave your head, and sometimes, more than anything, you become a survivor. Not dramatically, quietly. You return the next morning when nothing moved yesterday. You open the document again. You face the same problem again. Each role exposes something hidden: your tolerance for uncertainty, your patience, your fear of judgment, your perfectionism. Nobody prepared you for the loneliness. Nobody prepared you for watching another PhD student publish, present, finish, while you are still trapped inside a method that refuses to work. Nobody prepared you for the fear of disappointing your supervisor, for hearing a neutral comment as a hidden verdict. Nobody prepared you for the guilt of resting. Guilty when you are not working, and guilty while working because it is still not enough. Nobody prepared you for the grief of losing your previous self, the person who felt sharper, faster, more certain. Because the PhD does not only measure productivity, it reveals the nervous system underneath the productivity. Chronic stress makes your body live as if a deadline is always approaching. Perfectionism becomes self-protection. You are not polishing because you love excellence. You are polishing because criticism feels dangerous. Hypervigilance takes over. Is my work enough? Is my supervisor disappointed? Is my topic meaningful? Am I behind? Am I wasting years? And slowly, burnout does not feel like collapse. It feels like becoming numb to the thing you once cared about. But this is where the transformation begins. The PhD strips away the false protections you mistook for identity. You learn to sit with uncertainty without escaping it. You learn to ask for help without treating it as humiliation. You learn to present unfinished work without apologizing for existing. You learn that criticism of the work is not always criticism of the self. You learn to continue without constant reward, without applause, without clarity. The PhD does not build you by making you confident all the time. It builds you by teaching you how to move while confidence is absent. The straight line was never the real story. The degree is only the visible endpoint. The real story is the distorted path underneath it. The loops, the collapses, the roles you had to inhabit, the versions of yourself you had to meet. You are not only becoming a doctor, you are becoming someone who can survive uncertainty, translate complexity, face criticism, rebuild after failure, and keep thinking when the answer is not yet visible. Maybe the PhD reveals who remains when knowing is no longer enough. If this described your journey, subscribe to Trigger and Thread Because sometimes growth is exposure.